we were like, we're going to dress up as rappers in the beginning and play characters and like go through the freestyle thing and then introduce the comics while we're like all dressed up.
We changed it.
Today, we talk about...
But anyway, yeah, so welcome back, guys.
Oh, hell
episode
dude.
something, yeah. This is, I think we're still in the 60s. We may be hovering into the 70s.
Wow.
By the time this gets all put together, I guess. But again, we got a repeat guest, Charles Angle.
Made it. They got more high tech now.
Yeah, we upgraded since the last time you were here. And then first time guest, Brendan Gay.
Yeah. That's so cool. Those
And
things.
what I've learned is you got to plug at the beginning, not the end, because people tune out, like we were talking about off air. So why don't you tell us where we can find you?
Okay, you can find me. Instagram's probably the best. It's just Brendan Gay. BRENDAN GAY. And then you can just Google everything else.
Nice.
Wow. You can find me Instagram, Charles_Ingle, ENGLE. And then otherwise, I live at my grandma's house.
Nice. And you guys run a great show that I've happily attended every Monday I'm in town. So every Monday at Bowery Electric, you guys do the, what's it called? Freestyle Comedy show?
Freestyle Comedy, baby.
And it has its own Instagram handle, so check it out. Congrats on... over 1,000 followers now.
Oh, yeah, we got
that. Sorry, dude. If you guys can't see this, he has like...
Have you ever seen a baby get a new toy? And he's like, you know what? You're going to put that thing in your mouth in a second.
This thing is so cool. What is it called?
So this is the Rodecaster Pro. So
oh my God. So you have there's 8 different buttons on it.
And you can customize them to whatever you want. So a lot of them I put my own voice on it, like exposed, or like what's another one? This one's not mine, but I just enjoy it for now.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Let's see. If I do end up saying something funny today, I'll go to the,
There you go.
But if I bomb, I'll do.
Oh, classic comedy sounds.
Yeah. What's the other ones? This was another mine. Damn, son, where'd you find this?
That's you?
One. That's me.
That's like
This is
professional.
also me. You know, shit. And then this last one's my favorite probably is. So maybe if we do the freestyle rap battle out here later, we can use that. But actually, did I use all of them? Yeah, I think that's it. So, yeah, it's a fun little machine. $600.
Wow.
600.
And it really simplifies the whole soundboard experience because, like, you know those soundboards you see, like 8,000 little fucking knobs and shit, and like 8,000 different connections. This is like the iPhone of podcasting apparatus. It's very light, very portable. I take it with me to Iowa, podcast up there. I've started to do it live just before the open mics because routinely people are filing in within the hour beforehand, so it's like something for people to watch.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So I've been doing like live ones weekly out there when I'm there, and then when I'm here, this is the studios.
You know what? It's I mean, within the last couple of years, I'm starting to learn like technology and comedy is so important now. As far as having like a camera, having like your podcast equipment, it's like now comedians are starting to know like Final Cut Pro and like Adobe and editing stuff because it's just if you want to like make money in this industry, you gotta know this kind of stuff or hire people to know this stuff. So it's like I'm always interested in like the new stuff that's coming out. This looks, I used to have like a I forgot what it was called, but it was the one with all the buttons and stuff, and you only needed to use like a quarter of it, and all the other stuff I didn't know. So it's like this shout out to Rodecaster.
It's a great product.
And after I explain this, I just know that
shit. And you can plug in for people to call in. There's a Bluetooth connection.
Oh, what?
You can play clips from your laptop that'll play through the sound here through the USB. So it's got everything.
That is unbelievable because I'm starting a new show where we need people to like call.
Oh yeah, you were saying that, right?
Yeah, emails and send it, which I was originally going to start here, and then we had things moved around with my job, but. This is actually something I think we'll talk after, but
because this was 600. The mics each were 50, but I'm sure you could get cheaper ones with similar quality, and obviously more expensive ones with even more quality. But for my needs, I was like, I'm probably not going to be able to notice a difference. And then the stands, I think, were each like $15, and then the shock absorber mount thing was like another 30 each, something like that.
Nuts. So. I had this very similar setup, but I was early in the game, so all this stuff was a little more expensive. But now they're getting a little cheaper.
Yeah, this is affordable. And I was doing it enough where I was like, you know what, maybe I should fucking upgrade. Because when you were here, I had the dinky little...
little Zoom or something.
Yeah, right there, the Zoom recorder, just the shittiest audio ever.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize this. Comedians love talking to people. So, like I have to pull teeth to like have these kinds of conversations with my friends.
I see.
So I was just so dejected. I was like, all right, I guess no one wants to talk to me. But then I move out here, start meeting comics. I'm like, you guys think you'd want to do a podcast? He's like, yeah, can we do it today?
Everybody's
let's
an
do
addict.
it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like a whole different animal.
You can let all your thoughts out that are always circulating. You're like, oh, finally.
Yeah, exactly.
So how long have you been doing this podcast, and how long have you been doing comedy?
So comedy, I started November. I haven't even been doing it a year. Yeah.
Wow.
And then I started out in Iowa because I started working out in Iowa. So I was in medical training all the way through to last June. And then July 1st, I started out in Iowa. I'd never even been there until I got there. And then just happened to be looking for things to do on a first date type situation. And
things to do on a first date?
Yeah. And she brought up, hey, there's this open mic at the Penguins Comedy Club. I'm like, holy shit, there's a comedy club in this city, and it's literally a block away from my hotel. Like, literally, I just walk there. It's like that close.
Cedar Rapids, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a blast. I was like, holy shit, this is fun. And like, because I'd always wanted to do comedy, but I was such a pussy about it. Yeah. And then finally being there, I just started to talk to the comics, started to kind of get more comfortable, and then enough support where I was like, you know what, let's fucking do it, man. So that's when I started. Finally in November, I was chicken enough until November, and then I've just been hacking away at it. Yeah.
Hacking away, dude.
Yeah, the podcast I started just before, in October. So just before I started, I was using that boom mic, another Rode product, with the shitty DSLRs, not even 4K, and it was just like such a hassle. Audio was still meh, and then I started bringing guests on. I started taking the podcast more seriously, I want to say February-ish, where I started having other comedians come on. But like I was literally just using that. So like the audio was just total garbage. And then I switched over to that Rodecaster, or the Zoom recorder. And then I learned that most podcasts die after 7 episodes on average.
Oh, that's what it is?
Yeah, and then I looked at myself, I was like, holy shit, dude, I'm already at like 30-something.
Nice.
So I was like, I should fucking just upgrade.
Yeah.
And it's been such a phenomenal improvement, you know.
I mean, I enjoy watching this. I see everything on Instagram you post.
I don't watch anything you do.
That's all right.
I'm kidding.
Exposed!
Oh, we got to use all of those. Okay.
That's the goal. Hit every button.
Yeah.
But so I wanted to. You were telling me about the Bowery Electric growth, 12 people. So like, what's the origins of the show here? Because I am interested in this. Like, it would be. I was telling you this too. Like, it would be a dream to like start my own show and like have it grow to like where you guys have gotten it. So why don't you run us through the story?
Okay, I'll start with it a little bit, and Charles, please chime in. But it's basically started. Charles and I met when I was in Arizona when I was doing the road. So this was like 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm. I still have a video of me doing a set, and he's in the background, like, man, how come I didn't think of those jokes?
Yeah.
And he's super jealous, you could tell.
2.5 years ago, it was 2017, and we met.
When did you start comedy?
I started 3 years, 8 months ago.
Okay.
I think maybe 9, December 15th, 2015. D-Day. And then, we met on the road, and I was in Phoenix, Arizona for like a week and a half. And then we kind of just kept in contact. And he said, hey, I'm moving to Chicago. And then when he was in Chicago, I was still like kind of doing a lot of the road stuff. And then I got to Chicago. He's like, hey, I'm in New York now. I'm like, oh, no way. Like, and then I moved to New York. And then once we both moved to New York, I remember it was like the second or third day, like we hung out. We're like, okay, we got to live together. We got to do a show together. Like, we got to just do everything. And we actually did it. We lived together. We started the show at the Bowery Electric.
So how's that go? You just go up to the venue and you're like, hey, we're a couple buddies who want to put on a comedy
honestly,
show.
And I think New York helps a lot because they're so used to people coming to them with show ideas if you're a bar in general. And then we lucked it. We went to a bunch, a lot of places where honestly in New York, everybody's been nice. Everybody's like, sure.
Did we go to a lot? I think we only went to like 3 or 4.
I don't know. We checked in Queens, and then we at least walked around a lot.
Okay.
We checked. We did a lot. It felt like a lot because we didn't know where we were.
Brooklyn.
Especially when you're new in New York, you're like, is this the way? And then you go a mile south, and you're like, well, 2 miles north now. But I think New York helped a lot with everybody's like, you know what? Send us an email. Send us an idea. And then with the Bowery Electric, we lucked out because we met. That place has a very high turnover rate. People are getting hired, getting fired, quitting, and stuff like that. So we happened to walk in on a day when we spoke to the manager directly. Gotcha. And he was down. And then I think
what's the pitch? Like, hey, we have never done this before, but what do you think?
No, we didn't say that.
Yeah,
we lied about it. We were like, okay, hey, we're big producers in Chicago, and
we said we've done TV,
and now we've done TV. We're like, we're going to New York. We're looking for a place to establish some.
I said I worked at HBO, and then anything.
They didn't ask for resumes or clips.
No. I mean, it's whatever. I feel like that's a small risk. It's a small white lie, you know.
Yeah, that'd be fun if it was like credentials, and you gotta like, yeah. Actually, my service
my dog
is
ate it.
Yeah, my service, yeah.
But the one thing that I think has helped is, there's a lot of things that have helped, but I think one thing that at least, I think a show, if you're in New York or a city that has a bunch of comedy everywhere, is having a hook. And ours is one that I think we do a freestyle rap battle at the end, and it's usually fine, but alluding to it throughout the show, people are like, Jesus, this is going to be horrible.
Oh, and then, what? Remember, we were going to dress original thing, and this was my idea. We were like, we're going to dress up as rappers in the beginning and play characters and like go through the freestyle thing and then introduce the comics while we're like all dressed up.
We changed it.